if you turn your mechanics in ready to elbow and your elbow's back here. Because if your elbow's back here, your body wants to be back here with it.
And that's when you just start to armor, right?
It's the same as, watch for a second, if I'm up and the guy shoots to sprawl, or the guy shoots to body tackle or leg tackle, and you go to sprawl, both legs will come out, but I can't do it without falling on my face. But you see, what happens when he goes to sprawl, your body turns squared. Why does it turn square? To be able to sprawl the legs back and get out of the way. So if he's here, just watch. If he's static there, or I got him against the wall, and I want to go to elbow him, my body's going to turn forward. So whether I turn forward to put positive pressure into him, or whether he's coming to hit me, and now I'm framing this way, my body hasn't turned into him yet, because he's not necessarily going for my lead leg. He's just up, come down, I got enough distance, I'm popping him and framing him with my hand. You get what I mean? But when I want to, when I feel at time, it turns in, this elbow drops forward. Yeah, and then it's just a short, and you just keep moving back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's hard to see and it's hard to teach because it's such a subtle, but it's a feel. But somebody, butt that way, head this way. Bend out this way, turn this way because it's going to look. If I'm here, and you can turn it whatever, let's just do it from this side. If I'm here, most people to elbow this just statically need a deep stance, and they need the elbow back to deliver maximum force, right?
Yeah.
They got the body mechanic plus the distance, throw the mass, boom, hit. If we're in though and I'm here, because you're sprawling for legs, I'm already more squared to you to hold you. It's just I can't help that. Automatically this foot goes this way. It's like I triangle more because we're closer. And the triangle, my center, my point of center, has to face the point of attachment. If I'm like this, the point of attachment's over there.
Okay.
Until I do what? Zero it in to hit that. Same as a boxer throwing across. But I don't have that kind of time being close, because it's not me putting positive pressure on you, it's you coming to me. Automatically my body triangles more. Now the question is, you see if I'm here, how do you throw an elbow from here to here?
Yeah.
Without doing this? Because as you push forward, I don't have time to go like this and like this. Because see, again, I stopped and went transfer completely forward. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the question is, if you're practicing here, same as if I had you on the wall, arms here, see my body's position, that pop, just a shirt. So it's almost like I just fall into that, and that still gets that jam into it. Does that kind of make sense? So flip it, practice it. So it's like if you're here, you're framing in. Now see, if you're framing me and push back, you're just going to move there. You're going to now fall, let your elbow drop in. See here, now put this hand on my head, just fingertips. Keep the other one there. From fingertips, elbow to here that's how much distance you have to generate that hit. So see how, yeah, there. See, you turned your hips and you took half the battle. Go back to where you were. If you're here, throw the elbow slow. See how much rotation has to come from the back?
Yeah.
And you see how much more stretched out you are? Just statically. Tilt, kick the foot out. Stay on the edge of the foot. I'd go even a little wider. See, you have to find the balance for you, for your height and stuff, but now drop your elbow in, which means you drop your hip in. Yeah. See, now, hip's already in a bit. Now just from there, throw an elbow. Still way too much. You see how you let it rotate all the way back out? Still all the way back up. Knee in, there. And now just there, and back there. Just to there, boom, and back. Just smaller. Now drop your hip in a little less because it's already in. It's just, there. There you go, that's better. Yeah. And now come this way. Now let it slide backwards. Yeah, there, now elbow. There. That's much better. Because each time you didn't have to rotate as much.
Okay.
I don't know if you can feel that, but once it was a complete difference once you started pushing in, you frame them again. Because the second we started to move, you automatically dug that in more. Because you just more turns. Get me now, picture another guy coming, and picture you not wanting to elbow but wanting to get more mobile. How your feet gonna move? It's like, well, see, it depends whether you square it up. See there, if you went back, that's more for, yeah, there you go. That's because you're leaned in on me. See, I mean, if you had two guys coming, you went to a sprawl. See, if I'm doing this and I'm gonna hit you, I'm more turned into you.
Okay.
Because this gives me more stability. See, I need a triangle.
Yeah.
Just think, if I got the triangle, if my center line's facing the point of attachment in close quarter, I'm going to get way more power.
Okay.
If my center line's facing outside, I have to zero it in. I have to sight you first. Or I have to, see how much bigger of a motion that is?
Yeah.
Than if I'm already kind of here, and then I just kind of, it's already in. I just fall into it.
Yeah.
If two other guys came, I might do this, which is kind of what you did at first. See, now I just went pure ladder. Because you got the 3 or 4 guys and you're going to push off them because you don't know which way you're going yet. You get what I mean? But you see how I came out of the mechanic? The other way that can happen is I'm going to hit you, so I'm triangled in. But I see someone else come, so I go like this. Especially if they're coming from where Chris is coming from, this angle here. Because my body then opens here. See, now my center is not necessarily on you. I'm framing on you, but I'm open for him to throw punches or do whatever and kind of move again. So it happens so fast when you got 2 guys. See here? So just tuck your head a tiny bit down. You can keep it up, but just bend over a bit. Both here, I'm zeroed to both you. That's why right now with where my center line is, and I'm not close quarter, I can use my long range tools. Boom, or I could, boom. Be kind of dumb to throw across because I'm open against Chris for a bit, right? But standing here, but if I moved this way, now you are between Chris and me. And for that second I go, boom, I got these guys lined up. He can't do much. He could try to come over top. It's not going to be real effective and I can see it. Now, instead of being open here, when I move here, I'm going to zero on you. Because for this moment in time, I want to get, so you see what my center line did? It's a triangle. Look at my body. Look how much my knee is almost to the floor. Now I'm not straight up and down on my knee, but I'm just on the side of me, not flat the side. But I'm not here. I didn't move this way and stay like this. I'll lift my pants, you get what I mean? See where my knee is facing this way?
Yeah.
If you told me to kneel down right now, that's telling me where my power's not at you. Now I could rotate it into you, but you see how big that is?
Yeah.
I don't have that much time with the second guy only 2 feet away. So the second I moved this way, my body went like this. You get what I mean? Now it's short. See how little rotation is happening?
Yeah.
More in my knee, little bit of heel kick. I can switch to here. Same thing. Same now. Now again, tell me to kneel. Right down.
Yeah.
Tell me to kneel here if I'm going to hit you. Right down. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The second Chris was going to come and I go, oh shit, I don't know which way this guy's going to go, you're going to see my feet go more to the sprawl, more to the open, because I'm ready to move in any which way. The key thing is that, like long range, I can be bladed and out here. See, I mean, my center line doesn't have to face you, and I can hit you because I have distance, and that gives me time to rotate my core into things. The second we start getting in here, like in trapping, we're here, then the center line has to always face the hits. You get what I mean? It's like I'm going to trap here, I'm going to hit here. Same thing, I'm going to punch here, it's going to hit. You get what I mean? It's like, once we're inside, everything here is going to, so even if I go here and get to here, when I'm going to elbow and I'm close. Now if I put positive pressure, I might do this. Why am I doing this? My center line's out because I'm at maximum distance for close quarter. I'm as far away as I can be, and I'm going to transfer maximum body weight right into you, just like a cross. Boom! But if I went here and went and got in, and I was in here on you, see how close we are?
Yeah.
Now my center line is going to stay here. See how I can deliver that tight, that real tight elbow. That's a lot tighter, lot faster elbow. Of course, I'd be here because I want positive pressure instead of grabbing the neck. But if I'm here, that tight. That's different than this elbow. Here, see what I mean? Close quarter again. Same thing, I'm standing here and someone says elbow him. Now, I'm not using this hand, But using this hand, boom, boom. The hips are already forward to you. And I'm just getting this, see, I'm still getting that tight pop. From here, elbow you, and it's across. Which one's harder? For sure, this one's harder because it's like a cross. I'm taking all my body weight and driving it forward. In here, though, it's like hitting, you get power from your center line. So from this, or from the vertical elbow. Felt that a bit, eh? See in here, not here. Not like this. Put your hand up over me. If you catch me here, I can't be like this, throwing those vertical elbows. I have to be here. Look where my legs are.
Okay.
That same kneel. So it's like bringing, you have to learn how to throw tools from a longer range. And I don't want to say close quarter, probably elbows from out here. I'm not going to elbow from out here. But maximal distance with positive pressure here. That elbow is going to be different because I'm going to slide in. It's going to be different than being in here. And this is the difference between here I feel jammed and grabbing the neck, which is not something we typically want to do, you know, but if I'm out here, boom, it's going to be a tighter, and my body's going to be more square. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So put positive pressure here. Okay, actually switch sides. So from here, you're like this because you got positive pressure. Throw your elbow. All of your body weight. And see how, again, look where your knees are. Throw it from there again. Boom. Throw your knee and hold it at the very end. Touch my face and hold it. Boom. Kneel. That's perfect knee. Because your hips turn because your knees in line with the ground. Okay, go back up. Now, from here, not that we're worried about hand position, but grab the back of the neck and come closer. Now, throw an elbow from here is uneconomical. Because see, we're inside now. You go way back there, go to throw an elbow. It's like hands and stuff are going to come in the way. So now, from in here, throw an elbow from in here. Vertical? Well, no, horizontal. Yeah, see, square into me and throw from here. That's what you need to figure out. See how your hips and everything's square? Because right now, what do you have? Touch my face. Triangle. So back. Your center line has to stay zeroed on. Throw from there. That's it. And just let this go like this. Now throw from there. Yeah. See that? Does that feel different?
Yeah, lots.
And that is your mechanic. That is your elbowing body mechanics. But to be able to throw it from close like that, they have to be better. They have to be more efficient. But that where you're squared off is more how it's going to throw. So yeah. So you need that little pop again. Just type that. Yeah, that's it. See, short. Short, quick. Boom. Yeah, because your body's already turned into it. So, do you see what I mean? What makes it bigger, if your hip starts out here, how many inches did I just add? 4 to 6?
Yeah.
So that means that elbow is a longer range of motion. If you already start your hip here because you're close quarter, your elbow is now what, half? Just over half. You get what I mean? Now if you start here on somebody, and I'm right in here, can you elbow a quarter of your half? There's quarter, half, full. You know what I mean? Come to half, come to quarter. Each time, the hip went from full to half to quarter. See what I mean? Now, if you don't have the rotation, I'm trying to exaggerate, but see the pop in the hip? There's the pop that creates that width, or the, you know what I mean? So it's the same rotation. But if you don't have the mechanic, you can't get the rotation with less space. It's not possible because the guy stands here and goes and just arms it because he doesn't know how to snap the hips in that tight of space. I shutting out here, boom, versus being right here. You know what I mean? You got a guy standing right here. You want that ball shut, you need to have, but you can't just go, you know what I mean? You got to have the rotation. So it's like, what we want is if we could measure how much power was being generated from a full elbow and just nailing it with like a full cross type body mechanics, to when you went in and went half and went in and went quarter, you're going to see a decrease, but it's not going to be as dramatic. The better you are, the less of a decrease you're going to get. You get what I mean? Because why? Because someone that's world class and surgically precise can be right here and just go and just nail that guy with an elbow with all those body mechanics. It's just like somebody with a knife, having a knife 2 inches from your face and going and just putting that snap in there and cutting you open. Whereas other guys need this. They need all the space and time to wind up their mechanics. So that's why when you go to someone pushing forward on you, it's like, it's that feeling of you're really doing your half, sometimes even your quarter body mechanics for an elbow. Because you got a guy coming forward. You're being pushed back, you're being pushed here. That's where too, if you feel you're moving too fast and you can't set up for that quarter, what should you do? Throw an elbow. What you should do then is go, oh man, I'm moving back way too quick. Hey, what tool works? Oh, Punentuken. Punentuken still had to do what? I still had to set the mechanic because I can't do this. I don't have the space to sit here and go, boom. I can't do the full mechanic. So, you know, defensively elbowing or offensively elbowing or statically elbowing demands different things of your mechanics, which is why you train going forward, going backwards with that thing. Right? So I don't know if that all makes sense. It's tough. It's a tough thing for sure. But
well, it just goes back again as like those the inches between the different ranges, and even in close quarter combat, there's like just inches within there that you have to play with and knowing the different ranges of where you're
There's
at.
a complete difference in elbowing in your close quarter combat. For most people, I'm in close quarter combat.
Yeah.
I'm in close quarter combat. I'm in close quarter combat. I'm in. It's all the same to them.
Yeah.
But it's not. If that's the whole thing again, where I got you on the wall and you move. And when you move, you're closer to me. So from here, look what it is. This now just became my half elbow. Go back to where you were. When you move this way a tiny bit, see what my body is now? You're in full elbow. I'm about to throw I'm exaggerating this. I'm about to throw a full elbow, lean in again. And all of a sudden, look what's happening now. Your head moved to the center line. Instead of a full elbow here, I went, oh, boom, and threw a half elbow there. Or what I had to do was go, I'm set for a full elbow here, you move, I had to go so I could still throw the full elbow. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of someone who's got their experience and sensitivity. I'm going to haul off and hit you, and you go this way, and I just throw a half. And I go from going to throw a full horizontal to went through a half vertical just to get that, and then I moved out here, and then hit you with a full horizontal off my right. And that all happened in how fast?
Yeah.
Just because you boom, you push a guy in, you're here, he goes there, you go there, you go here, boom, you know what I mean? He goes back, boom, you go in there. All that happens under the, but it's no different than having a stick, and I've got you lined for a full shot here, your head leans to here, the body leans up there, that's not a full shot anymore. Now I got to either adjust for the full shot, or I got to go, boom, I got to pull my mechanics, or I got to turn it and make it something completely different. You get what I mean? So now motion when you're moving around, I go to hit, your body adjusts, and as you shift like that, I have to counter shift. See, I'm set for a full stroke, because I was going to go like that. Now it's like from here I can't, but the second I did this, I see here, right leg forward, step back again, right leg forward, I got a full angle 2, sorry. I got a full angle 2. I'm going for my full angle 2, you step in. I don't have a full angle 2. With a stick, you can't do a quarter shot like this. Well, you could, but it's not possible. You can go to your punya, or what I can do is step back. Because right leg forward, I don't have a full shot. Left leg forward, boom, I got my full shot back.